Welcome back, everybody. We got Jordan from Poison Noises here. I'm worried I'm gonna run out of music t-shirts eventually, which is a sentence I've never said out loud before. But cause I got a million band t-shirts, but I don't know. Lately, I've just been doing things that are kind of music centric, to gear specifically. This is my Anderton shirt that I got when I was at Anderton's. Go figure. What are we doing? We are doing another list of top 5 music movies. Hopefully you guys saw the first one already and kind of get the general gist of what I'm doing here. The idea is I really love movies. I really love music. This is my crossover episode. Episode 2 of my 5-part crossover episode where I talk about movies I think that every musician should see. It started out as a Facebook post, kind of evolved into this. I love talking about movies. I spend a lot of money on movies and home theater stuff, almost as much as I do on music equipment. I actually did the math last time, and it's more movie centric, but not. I think probably mostly I spend the most money on records because they're getting more and more expensive. I think it goes records, music equipment, home theater stuff. I think that's how it goes. So let's get started. Last time I talked about music biopics. If you want to check out more of that, we'll put it in the comments or something so you guys can go see the first part of this. But part 2 is going to be musical comedies. And this list I have all these lists made already because I kind of made them all at the same time because I had a list of my top 25 and I had to break them up and then move some in, move some out, whatever. This list was the hardest to make for me, to be honest, because what constitutes a musical comedy, and which ones I thought would actually play well to a modern audience, and what ones because these are ultimately movie recommendations for you guys. If you're interested, which hopefully you are if you're still watching the video 2 minutes in, but I would say this one was probably the hardest. So let me just jump right into it and maybe you'll kind of start to understand why. In my number 5 spot, I have Walk Hard. Now, if you watched the first video I did, I talked about Walk the Line. If you saw that video, watched Walk the Line, and then don't watch Walk Hard after, you are doing yourself a criminal injustice. You need to go see that movie. It is just it's a parody version of that flick. That's really all it is. And but it's so good. And it's such a specific kind of comedy. It's that weird 20-aughts comedy. I mean, it's John C. Reilly, if that doesn't tell you enough about it already, but in one of his comedic roles, because he's also a terrific dramatic actor and maybe doesn't get enough credit for it. Maybe he does, I don't know. But you need to go watch Walk Hard. It takes that cool scene of music and just makes it so dramatic and funny. And there's parts in it that are totally referencing musicians who aren't from that era, and they kind of tie it in a weird way. It's a really good film. It's also a movie that for whatever reason, every time I watch it, something really pivotal happens in my life. I don't know why, but it makes me afraid to watch that movie, which is a crying shame because that movie is so good. Go watch Walk Hard, especially if you just watched Walk the Line. Please go watch that movie. That was heavily recommended in the original Facebook post. So number 2 is School of Rock, and this one more because of its influence, I think. I don't know if it still holds up as a movie. I probably haven't seen it in 5 years, and that might not seem a lot of time, but it really is when you think about how well a movie holds up. And I want to say that movie probably had more of an impact on my generation than any other movie in terms of making us pick up a guitar. Now, I was already playing guitar, I think, by the time that movie came out, I'm pretty sure. But either way, it invigorated me to play more. And it's kind of on the border of, is this a kid's movie? Is this an adult movie? Which can be a good thing if you're a parent, obviously. But even still, you should watch that movie. I'm assuming pretty much everyone in the world has seen that by now. But really, it brought a whole new generation of guitar players. And that's not something to be taken lightly. There's a lot of things like that in the world that I don't like. I don't really like Machine Gun Kelly particularly too much. But I have to respect the fact that he's got a whole nother generation of guitar players playing guitar. I do like that, and that's never a bad thing. All that being said, it's that Jack Black thing. We just saw the Minecraft movie. We have the Regal Pass, so we'll pay $1 to see anything. It's pretty much the way it works. And then we saw him on SNL right after, and he's still doing the Jack Black thing. And I love that. I like the Jack Black thing. I know some people might find it played out at this point. I am not that person, and you shouldn't be either. Go watch School of Rock. This is one that's so weird to me because either people are like, I've never heard of that, or they're like, that's the greatest movie of all time. And that's my number 3 spot, and that is Airheads. If you don't know this movie, it's like the most 90s thing you've ever seen in your life, but it is Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler are in a band together, like kind of like a hair metal rock band, like probably like turn of the hair metal into the grunge era thing. And it's just so good. They're like trying to make it as a band, and then there's chaos ensues, as most movies do. That movie is belly laughing funny. You should definitely go watch that movie, especially if you're a musician. There's like some kind of jokes that are only in the musician language that are really, really good. Highly recommend. Don't know if it's streaming anywhere. There's definitely no 4K remaster of it yet, which is unfortunate. Might never be. I don't know. It's so weird. I've said before, I own a lot of 4K UHD, and sometimes it like blows my mind that like some movies are in that format and other movies aren't. Like, I don't know how they pick them, but either way, Airheads, awesome. Go watch Airheads. That's the number 3 spot. The number 2 spot on this is another Jack Black movie, which I like struggled with putting both of these on there, but Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny it still holds up so hard. I watched it less than a couple of months ago, and it was still so good. Again, a very particular kind of comedy. I think it's a comedy that's conducive to like classic rock people. I think that might be part of the reason that it's kind of stood the test of time, at least in my opinion it has, because it's also very obviously like a 20-aughts movie for sure. But it's like, there's this one bit in it where like Ben Stiller is like the lore guru in it, I guess, in the story. He's like the wise old hermit. He's the Yoda, you know what I mean? He's the wise man in the Joseph Campbell tale, right? That puts them on their journey. And he is like a Guitar Center employee, and he just does it in like such a way that's really funny to me and a lot of other people who spend a lot of their life working there. And Dave Grohl plays the devil. What more do you need than Dave Grohl playing the devil in a music comedy? It's really, really good. For a lot of people who don't know, Dave Grohl also played the drums on a couple of Tenacious D albums, and you should go listen to Tenacious D's actual albums, like in a chronological order, like an album should be listened to, because it's a ride, it's a saga. They've got some new stuff out too. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Go watch that movie if you have not watched that movie. Number 1 spot is like such a cliche, but like I think I would have gotten more drama in the comments than it would have been worth if I didn't say this. This is Spinal Tap is so obviously the greatest music comedy movie ever written. And the second one's coming out. There's never been a better time to watch that movie. Highly recommend. Go watch This is Spinal Tap. There's so many like inside jokes in that movie you won't even realize are like from that movie until you watch it. Like Turn It Up to 11 is like coined in that movie. And like, I'm pretty sure I just watched a documentary. I mean, I know I watched a documentary. I'm pretty sure they said that Norm's rare guitars, like all the guitars in that scene, are from his shop, there's another documentary about Norm and his store. I think it's on Netflix. Can't quite remember where it is. That's totally worth watching. Side topic. But it's really, really good. And you know, the bit in it that I like the most is that they can like never hold down a drummer, and there's always like these crazy, ridiculous reasons why the drummer isn't playing for them anymore, like their history of drummers. And if you've ever been in a band, you know that's there's so much truth to that. It's like almost a little too real. It's so good. I'm trying to think if I was gonna put something in like honorable mention spot for musical comedy. Like I said, this one was kind of hard because I had trouble discerning what really fit where for musical comedy, because like some stuff kind of leans like heavier into the drama thing, you know. You know what I'm going to say? This is a weird one because people might not think it's a comedy, but I'm going to say Hard Day's Night, the Beatles movie, has some hilarious moments in it, and that might not hold up like it used to. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. That's a 60s flick. And Black and White, there's this bit in that movie that makes me laugh so hard, and I say it to my friends all the time, so much so that now they have to think it's funny. We call that recall. It's when your joke's so not funny that if you say it enough times it becomes funny. There's this bit in it where there's just this old man following the Beatles around everywhere, and no one knows who he is, but he's just like in the entourage. And there's like one bit where someone finally asks, they're like, oh, who's that? And he's like, oh, that's Paul's grandfather. And he goes, that's not your grandfather. I've seen your grandfather. He lives in your house. And just the way that dialogue is presented in like the most Liverpool accent ever. So good. It's so unbelievably good. Go watch Hard Day's Night too. That's my honorable mention. But yeah, you know how this works. This is my top 5 for music comedies. I got 3 more of these that I got to do, so stay tuned. I'll try to put them out in an easy, digestible order. This is just something that's fun for me while I'm doing other stuff. If you saw any of these flicks, tell me about it in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and do all the regular YouTube-y stuff. And yeah, also give me your suggestions if you think I missed some. But signing off. Take care.